Off the Shelf News. Here is your host, Greg. Thanks, Greg. Kombucha, also known as kombucha. If you want to really annoy someone that pronounces it kombucha, just pronounce it kombucha. It really annoys them. The latest and trendiest drink going around. But what is kombucha? And where did it come from? Well, Off the Shelf News is here to find out. In fact, I did find out, and no one knows. Some people say it originated in China. Some say it originated in Russia and Europe. Some say it's 200 years old. And then others are telling me that it's 2,000 years old. No one seems to know where it originated from or when. I kind of like the mystery about it. I've seen dozens of different flavours. I've seen it being sold everywhere. In fact, I've even seen shops dedicated to selling it on tap. I remember when I was a young tacker myself, my parents used to brew this 30 odd years ago. Could have been 40. But I remember them brewing it. They brewed it for their health benefits. It was super simple and easy to make and cost next to nothing. Nowadays, people are forking over $6 for a bottle of water. What is wrong with these people? Are you seriously this silly? Yes, you are. Because there's plenty of people forking out that much for it. But why? Let's take an in-depth look on the back. Right. Well, it's got hardly any energy. It's got hardly any protein or fat. It's less than 2.5 grams in sugar, which makes it a low sugar drink. Well, at least this one has. Some of them don't, and they are high in sugar. It's got hardly any salt, but it does contain a lot of bacillus coagulants. Over 100 million per bottle. Now, a lot of people will take the bacillus coagulants for diarrhea and other health benefits, sort of like Yakult. You'll probably even find it in the yogurt you're ingesting, but this has got it too. So this is one of the benefits of this particular drink. This is what one of them looks like. Kind of like a sausage roll without the pastry, with lots of lines running through it. Oh, I'm not ingesting that stuff. But apparently there's 100 million of them floating around in this drink. So, let's take a look and see what this drink actually looks like in the flesh. See if we can see any of those coagulants floating around. Oh, well, that sounded nice. Oh, it smells really nice. Oh, wow, that smells nice. I could actually probably use some as cologne. Smells that good. Now let's take a look at what this actually looks like. Oh, a nice slight effervescence there. This one's nicely coloured as well. Looks very refreshing, doesn't it? Looks good enough to drink almost. It kind of looks like champagne, doesn't it? Except it costs about twice as much. And a lot of the times it does contain about 0.5% in alcohol. So if you don't want to drink something that's got alcohol in it, you don't want to be drinking this. Now, like I said, we used to brew this at home when I was a child. Have a look at me there. I've still got that full head of hair. Although it is slightly declining, and I tell you what, my pants are just as high. But my mum used to call it mushroom tea. No! Not the stuff that you're probably thinking about. This is the stuff that she used to call it because as you grew it, it sort of grew a mushroom inside it. And oh, mate, I tell you what, the neighbours used to complain about the smell. It grew a nice rubbery fungus. I remember poking it as a kid, wondering what the heck that was. And apparently it was supposed to be good for me. And my parents drank it for years. Have a look at my mum. She's 97 years old. Doesn't look a day over her real age. Anyway, let's take a try of this. Well, I can definitely taste the Bacillus. I must have just swallowed about 2 million of them just then. Poor things. I hope they don't mind mixing in with the other things I've just eaten, some chocolate and some shapes. Well, it seems to be going down pretty well. This one is raspberry and lemon flavoured. Plenty of different flavours. I can definitely taste a little bit of raspberry. It's sour on the tongue, so that must be the lemon. But it's actually not a bad tasting drink. Much better than what I remembered. I remember in my days we used to brew it in a bucket, put a wet napkin over the top, and it's there to be sitting in the lounge room with flies gathering all the time, buzzing around. I'll be fatting flies left, right and centre when I was a kid. And to grow it, all you needed was a tiny little thumbnail's worth, stick it in the tea, just scab it off someone or find some growing in the gutter. You could brew your own for a matter of 3, 4, 1 cent. Here now, for some reason, the trendies have got onto it and jacked up the price, so you trendy people are just forking out money for nothing. But that's okay. If you got the money, you may as well spend it on something. So, what did I just ingest? Well, let's take a look. Right. Well, there was water. Oh, that's good. Kombucha culture, only 4%. 2.25% sugar. Well, it said 1.9 on the back. I don't know where the extra 0.6 came from. Natural lemon flavours. Well, let's hope that came from a lemon. And it says that they use oolong tea. Now, oolong tea is a Chinese tea. Maybe that's why they thought it originated in China. Who knows? No one. Not even Wikipedia knows. Anyway, this is a nice tasting drink. It tastes pretty fizzy. It's low on the fizz, so you can slam it down fast, but I wouldn't be slamming this one down fast because the fizziness is actually quite high in it. Now, my mum used to drink it because she was told it was really good for your hair, skin, teeth, body, everything else. And I'm sure it is. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with it. It actually tastes pretty good. The only bad thing about this stuff now is the price. You'll need to get a double mortgage on your home if you want to start drinking this stuff. Although I picked this up for $2 something, so they do come on special, and so it should. It costs nothing to make, and they're just trying to rip off all us trendy hipsters. Serve yourself right, I reckon. Now, there is some fizz in this, and, well, it is brewed, so there's going to be some fizz in there. No worries. But, well, I tell you what, it tastes pretty good. I wouldn't mind drinking another one of these again if I ever had the trots, if I was ever going on a holiday to some dodgy country. Look for some kombucha. It's supposed to be really good if you get some traveller's diarrhea, mate. Should fix it up, clog you up nice and well. So this is supposed to help you if you have diarrhea. Well, if you don't have diarrhea, does it make you constipated? So there you go, kombucha, the latest trend. Will it continue? Well, it's been continuing for 40 years, I'm sure it still will. Except at 1,000 times the price than what it actually costs to make. Anyway, that's all for today. This has been Greg for Off the Shelf News. I'll see you next time for my next report. See you there.